Right. Logarithm part 2, video part 2. Let's do, before the example, let's do this small recall from previous level. When we start integrals, we have a rule that integral of x power n dx is equal to x power n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c, where, right, plus constant number, where n is a natural number which does not equal to minus 1, right? Why? Because when we start this level, first level of integration, we don't know what is ln, right? So when if it is power minus 1, okay, suppose it's not power minus 1, it's x power 1, right? The x. So what is the answer? It's x power 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 plus c. So that answer will be x squared over 2 plus c, and this is correct because if we derive this equation here, this function, we are going to get x, right? What is the derivative of x squared? It's over 2. It's 2x over 2, which is 2 and 2 cancel, right? What left is x, and the derivative of constant number is equal to 0, so what left is x. Integral of x squared dx also, it's equal to x power 2 plus 1, which is 3 over 2 plus 1 plus c. If we derive this, we get x squared, integral of dx over x squared, same because it's integral of x to the power minus 2 dx. So it's equal to x to the power minus 2 plus 1 over minus 2 plus 1 plus c. The final answer of this integral will be x to the power minus 1 over minus 1 plus c, which is equal to minus 1 over x plus c. We put x to the power minus 1 in the denominator, right? And if we derive minus 1 over x, the derivative of 1 over x is minus 1 over x squared times minus it's 1 over x squared. That's correct 100%. But when we derive integral of x to the power minus 1, that's what we said. N should not equal minus 1. Why? Because if we use this formula, it's going to be x to the power minus 1 plus 1 over minus 1 plus 1 plus c, minus 1 plus 1 plus c, and it's going to be x to the power 0 over 0, right? Over 0, which is 1 over 0, not defined, right? We cannot define this, so that's why we don't use that. That's why we took the ln now, because integral of x to the power minus 1 dx or integral of 1 over x dx, directly it's equal to ln absolute value of x plus c, right? Absolute value of x plus c, and that's it. All right, let's do this example. Let me clean a little bit this board here. Okay. Let's do this example. It's integral, right? It's integral of 2x minus 1 over x squared minus x minus 2 dx. All right. What is that integral? Equals to, let, right? Let u, as I did here, let u equal x squared minus x minus 2. X squared minus x minus 2. Let me solve it. Let u equal x squared minus x minus 2. This means that du is equal to d of x squared minus x minus 2. So du is equal, what is the derivative of x squared minus x minus 2? It's 2x minus 1. Minus 2, derivative is 0. So dx. 2x minus 1 dx, right? So what is 2x minus 1 dx now? It's equal to du. And we have here 2x minus 1 dx. So the integral will be, instead of 2x minus 1 dx, we put du over, I choose that x squared minus x minus 2 is u. So the final answer is integral du over u. It's as integral of dx over x. So the answer is ln absolute value of u plus c, which is equal ln absolute value. I change the u again to x squared minus x minus 2 plus c. That's great. What's the meaning of that? This means two cases to be considered, right? Either it's equal to ln x squared minus x minus 2 if already x squared minus x minus 2 is a positive value. This means x less than minus 1 or x greater than 2. I will do it now. Or it's ln, we multiply this by, okay, sorry, this is not absolute value, huh? Or we multiply the inside by minus to make it plus if it is already negative, right? So we need now to know the condition is to solve this x squared, to find the sign of x squared minus x minus 2. First x squared minus x minus 2, if we factorize it, it's going to be x minus 2 into x minus 1. Or either we find it by quadratic formula, delta, discriminant, and we find the roots to be 2 and 1. If we have in quadratic equation two roots which are 2 and 1, for example, and a, which is the number multiplied with x squared, is positive, so directly this takes the sign of a. This will be positive, so x squared minus x minus 2 is positive outside the roots, means where x is less than the smaller one, or this is not minus, sorry, this is, okay, this is plus 1, right? Because if we multiply the extremes, first x squared, then minus 2 times plus 1 is minus 2, and if we multiply the extremes, we get plus x, that means we get minus 2x, so it will be minus x. So where x less than the smaller one, which is minus 1, or x greater than the, this is minus 1, right? And this is 2. And x greater than the largest one, which is equal to 2. And x squared minus x minus 2 takes the opposite sign of a. A is positive, so the opposite sign of a is negative, where x is between the roots, minus 1 and 2. And we can find it by also by using the table of sign, right? X minus infinity plus infinity minus 1, 2 are the numbers I got, and x minus 2 is a factor, x plus 1 is another factor, and what do we have here? The product, which is x squared minus x minus 2. X minus 2 equals 0, takes the sign of a, which is 1, to the right, opposite to the left, and here 0 takes the sign of a to the right, opposite to the left. We multiply them, this is 0, this is minus, this is 0, this is plus, right? So positive outside the roots where x less than minus 1 or x greater than 2, and negative between the roots, minus 1 less than x less than 2. And ln x squared, absolute value of x squared minus x minus 2 is equal to ln x squared minus x minus 2. If this is positive, this means when x is less than minus 1 or x is greater than 2, and here when it's negative, so multiply it with minus, and if we multiply it with minus, we have to multiply all of it with minus. I forgot to multiply the minus x and plus 2, so when x is between the roots minus 1 and 2. Okay? This is very important. So, in general, before the video finish, ln absolute value of x is, it's either ln x or ln minus x. Ln x if x is positive, ln minus x if x is negative. This is negative. I should multiply with minus when it is negative to make it plus, because we said the entire u of x we use for ln, it should be positive. So if x is negative, so minus x should be positive. This means it's equal to minus x, right? What is the derivative in this case? We derive x, it's u prime over u, which is 1 over x. We derive minus x, it's u prime over u. And the derivative of minus x is minus 1 over u, which is minus 1, also 1 over x. So in both cases, the derivative is the same. So be careful. The derivative of ln x, ln absolute value of x, is the same as derivative of ln x, is the same as derivative of ln minus x. It is also 1 over x. In general, if we have any constant number multiplied with x, what is its derivative? What is the derivative of ln x in this case? Ln ax, its derivative of ax, which is a over u, which is ax. A cancel, it's 1 over x. So it's the same as derivative of ln prime, ln x. So if we have derivative of ln x, directly we can say 1 over x. So what is the derivative of 2x, right? It's also equal 1 over x, right? It's also equal 1 over x, because derivative of 2x is 2, and over u, cancel 2 by 2, we are going to get ln x. Either even if it is derivative of minus 3x, it's going to be 1 over x. Let's try it. Derivative of x if ln x is equal to, if we have ln minus, we said ln minus 3x, right? What is the derivative of minus 3x? It's minus 3 over u, which is all minus 3x. The answer is going to be 1 over x after simplifying by minus 3. See you next video to start with the rules.